Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Tim Williams. We're here to break down tonight's 8-game MLB slate over on DraftKings. Looks like we got a nice, fun slate here to break down. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Tim. I've been breaking down these main MLB slates over on DraftKings. If you love DFS, you want to try to get an edge on your opponents here, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I'm using, MLB.com statistics. I look at some, top site projections, things like that. And then I kind of work in where I think some of the games are going to go, and then a little bit of game theory as well. So first game on the slate here, we have the Mets and the Braves. Braves favorited here, 8 over under. You have Walker taking on Fried. Walker, 9.1K, little too pricey for me. Braves really good against right-handed pitching. Walker, 24% strikeout rate so far, 11% walk rate. He's been hard hit 43% of the time. So I think the Braves actually can be a sneaky stack here. And then on the other side, Fried, 7.3K. The strikeout rate looks good early on, 23%. It looks like his pitch count is ramping up. I think he pitched 89 pitches last start out. It's a tougher matchup as far as upside for Fried. The Mets are dead last in the league in strikeouts. They don't hit a ton for power, which makes me kind of a little leery to go on the Mets side today. We have 8 games on this slate, so there's a lot of other options here. Mets 17th in average. Conforto just hit the DL this morning, so not really interested in anyone on the Mets side. And that goes for Walker as well. And then for Fried, I think he's an okay option. There's a lot of pay up pitching options on the slate. So you're really if you're gonna, spend down, you're gonna want to make sure you really nail that. And I think the Mets bats are a little bit better than, we think on the slate. So Fried, not really in the play here. Freeman, 5.6K, Albies, Ozuna, Acuna, really kind of expensive. Those are the 4 main bats I'd be interested in. Little pricey, but I think they could be very sneaky. I think they're going to go somewhat lower owned, but we'll see. Next game here, we have the Nationals taking on the Cubs. 8.5 over under. The wind is blowing in a little bit, so I'm less inclined to take bats in this game. Lester taking on Alzolay. Lester, 6.6K, hasn't really been all that great. 15% strikeout rate. He's walking guys 10% of the time. The Cubs have Alzolay pitching 8.1K. He's actually looked okay, 29% strikeout rate. He gives up a lot of hard contact, though, and he's definitely worse against left-handed bats. That being said, on the national side, they just don't strike out a ton, which is bad for Alzolay and us for DFS. Home runs haven't really been there yet for the Nationals. I am interested in left-handed bats here, particularly the ones that are going to save me some salary with home run upside. So I like Schwarber here, 3.7K, Bell at 3.2K, and then Soto in the mix for sure, 5.3K. I don't think I'll get to Soto today. There's other better spend up options, but on the Cubs side here, they are favorited. The right-handed bats who are what I'm interested in, Contreras, Bryant, probably the only 2 main bats. They are pricey, but they do have the most upside against Lester. Next, you have the White Sox Twins. No clear favorite here. 9.5 over under, the highest over under on the slate. The weather is going to be the best on the slate. I think there could be a lot of home runs in this one. We don't really know, but it's definitely the best clear hitting environment. Keuchel taking on Happ here. Not interested in either pitcher for various different reasons. Happ has just straight up kind of been bad. And then Keuchel, he doesn't get the strikeouts that you want. He does have an 8% walk rate here, 59% ground ball rate. He's good at limiting fly balls, but the hitting environment is actually decent. So that could make the Twins a little bit of a sneaky stack, but we'll see where ownership kind of lies near a contest lock. White Sox 3rd in average, 2nd in on base percentage. The home runs haven't really been there, but they're in a pretty good spot here. Happ hasn't really been all that good. He's not going to blow the ball right by you. Really love the right-handed bats here for the White Sox. Abreu, Anderson, Moncada, and then you're going to need to save some salary if you're going for some sort of stack here. So Garcia, 2.9K projected to hit in that second hole, so we'll see. And then on the Twin side, they have been pretty good. So Garlick, who probably will be hitting leadoff, very good against left-handed pitching, 2.4K just to get some salary. salary savings. I wouldn't necessarily take him as a one-off, but if you really need him, I definitely think he's in play. Garver, who crushes lefties at 4.8, is a really nice salary for him. Cruz's price has come down 4.9. Donaldson, the price is up a little bit, 5.4. And then Sano is at a decent value. Just you're hoping for home run upside. I think he goes low owned at 3K. It all just depends. Keuchel can, go 5-6 innings and not really give up any fly balls and just look kind of average, or he can get blown up. It can go either way, whichever way you think. I like this game a lot on both sides. I wouldn't mind stacking both teams here. Next, you have the Yankees Rangers, 8 over under here. Yankees favorited. Cole taking them out against Lyles. Cole, the clear number one spend up on the slate. It's not even close. He has a near 41% strikeout rate here. He barely walks guys 1.6% of the time. It's just, don't overthink this one. The Rangers are 4th in the league in strikeouts. Yes, I know they can hit for power. I'm generally just interested in Cole, and I don't think I want to miss out on the opportunity for that strikeout upside here. Bats in play. I think Yankees have a good opportunity against Lyles here. Has not been very good. Frazier at 3-1 is where I'm going to start. He hit a home run yesterday. I think I need to find savings on this particular slate. So Frazier looks decent. Judge, Stanton clearly in play. Probably won't get to Stanton, but I really love Judge. Even at that price, he's just been on fire. He's on a heater. He's going to be hitting in a good hitting environment, facing a really crappy pitcher. And then on the other side, I just put Calhoun there because he's really cheap. He'll be leading off. He doesn't strike out. He doesn't strike out nearly the amount of times that his teammates do. And then he also, he gets walks as well. So just slightly interested there just as a contrarian option, but probably won't go there. Next, we have the Indians and the Angels, 9 over under here. Angels favorited here at home. First game back home here for the Angels. Hentages taking on Sandoval. Not interested in any pitchers here. Hentages actually had a pretty decent game last time out. I think he was facing the Mariners, not a very good hitting team. Hopefully, maybe there's some ownership there for him. Angels really didn't have too great of a East Coast trip here. So I'm definitely interested in the Angels bats here. I think they have a very high upside with some salary savings. So on the Indian side, Sandoval hasn't been all that great. 55% ground ball. He limits fly balls. He's worse against righties. Just the Indians aren't that good. They don't strike out a ton either. So I don't like having pitchers face them. 29th in average, 30th in on base percentage. They have a little bit of power. I'm only going to look for that power bat today. I'm only interested in Reyes at 4.2K. Very nice price for him. And then on the Angel side, right-handed bats for sure. Trout, Rendon, Upton, and then Ward. I really like Upton. I think people are going to be off him because he's been kind of slow the last week or so. So 2.8K, his price has come down right to where it should be with that home run upside. Trout, I love that. He's my favorite spend up here. And then Rendon is in the mix. And then Ward, if Ward's leading off, I really like him in this spot at 2.3K. He doesn't offer a lot of power upside, but has the ability to get on base and might be able to steal a base for you. Next, we have the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, 7 over under here. Bumgarner against Buehler. Bumgarner 8.5 seems a little steep facing the Dodgers. That's kind of tough. I will say that the Dodgers are a little bit banged up. Seager's not there. They do strike out. They're 11th overall in the league in strikeouts. Bumgarner's been on a heater. He's actually looked really, really damn good. And then on the other side, Buehler, 10K, a little pricey. Definitely one of the top pitching options, right? But the Diamondbacks are kind of stingy. They're kind of league average everywhere. As you can see, 14th in average, 11th in on-base percentage. They have power. So I don't know if I'm going to go Buehler's way here. The strikeout percentage is fair, near 28% strikeout percentage. Doesn't walk a lot of guys, 1.8% walk rate. That's amazing. For Buehler, he's slightly worse against left-handed batters, and we'll probably see about 7 left-handed batters today. Most of those batters have a good hard hit rate percentage. So things could get kind of ugly for Buehler, but he has the talent. He has the upside. 10K is a lot to pay for him. I'd rather get up to Cole, and then we'll have another pitching option next year. And then Bumgarner, right-handed bats. I would be interested in here. Madison's been great against lefties. And I think you just want to attack him with right-handed batters here. So Betts definitely in play at 5.9K, a little pricey. Turner, I really like here at 5.1, a lot of upside. Smith, Taylor also in play. Next, we have the Rockies Padres, 7 over under here. Gray taking on Darvish. Low over under total here. Gray has been okay, 7.5K. I don't think I would go there on this slate, especially against the Padres. 55% ground ball rate, 15% strikeout rate versus left-handed batters, and definitely walks a decent amount of lefties at about 12% of the time. So that's my plan of attack. If I'm getting any Padres, it's going to be left-handed bats with upside. That being said, that would be Grisham at 4.3, Cronenworth at 4.2. Really love those two. I prefer Grisham there, maybe as a one-off. And then on the Padres side, Darvish, he's one of the top pitchers on this slate, 10.2K. 32% strikeout rate. He is giving up a decent amount of fly balls, and the Rockies have been hitting pretty well. 7th in average, 12th in on base percentage. You know, they're kind of right in the middle of the pack as far as strikeouts go. So it's something to keep an eye out. If I had to, pick one, I'd probably lean Darvish's way. But there's definitely other pitchers on the slate you can go to. So I have some interest in the Rockies bats. I'm not really sure for certain, like, if I'm going to go there, I'm going to get there. I don't think you need to. Definitely am interested. Something to keep an eye out for sure. But yeah, as it stands, Darvish, one of the top pitchers on the slate. Last but not least, we have the Tigers taking on the Mariners, 7.5 over under here. Mize taking on Kikuchi. Not much interest there for Mize. 6.9K is a little too pricey. Both of these teams are, quite frankly, pretty bad on the offense side. Both teams strike out a ton. Average on base percentage, both of these teams are in the bottom of the league here. The only, saving grace is that the Mariners are 11th overall in home runs. So definitely maybe an interest in a power bat there, maybe as a one-off against Mize. Kikuchi has been pretty decent as well. The matchup certainly looks good for him. Price is okay. Maybe I'll get there if I'm trying to just get one ace and then one, above average pitcher to try to load up some bats. So somewhat in play. Mize has been pretty bad against lefties. So Kalanick, 3K, his price is way too cheap for the talent that he has. Seager, 4.5K, reasonable play here. And then on the Tigers side, right-handed bats could be in play here. Kikuchi struggles against righties. Tigers have about 6 of their 9 projected hitters tonight, and they have a hard hit rate of 25% or under. So it's really tough to get to Detroit here. They just don't have a lot of power. They don't have a ton of upside, which makes Kikuchi a little bit of a nicer play. But that's it for now. That's your kind of early look here. My name's Tim. Thanks for watching this breakdown video. Go ahead and like this video if it's helped you. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you watching. Best of luck. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right in that description, and take it easy and good luck.